Garth and I have arrived at Sydney Airport to the domestic terminal because we are heading over to Perth this weekend. They're having a big 2-day CrossFit competition over there in Bunbury that we are heading down for. And people have asked me, how do we do these pop-up stores when we're travelling interstate? So we have 4 of these big bags and they only weigh about 1.8 kilos just for the bag. So we pay for extra baggage with Jetstar. We pay for 40 kilos each, which is 80 kilos in total between the two of us. And we just shove as much stock into those suitcases as we can until we reach that weight. On Thursday, we caught a ferry over to Rottnest Island. This protected nature reserve is located 18 kilometres west of Fremantle. Rottnest Island covers 19 square kilometres, and with its 63 beaches and bays, it's a very popular tourist destination, with nearly 500,000 people visiting each year.
And you got me too.
We've just arrived at Rottnest Island for the day, so we're going to explore. We've got some push bikes that we've hired and we're going to explore around and have a bit of a snorkel, have a swim. The weather is absolutely amazing. It's a little bit windy on this side of the island, but I think that means that the other side will be flat and beautiful.
You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to.
One of the best ways to explore the island is by push bike, which you can hire either through the ferry company or when you get to the island. The island is home to an adorable little animal called a quokka. The quokka is the only mammal which is native to Rottnest Island, and they can be found almost everywhere. One of my main goals for the day was to get a quokka selfie, and when we spotted one first thing in the morning, my mission was complete.
'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and sit in you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're at a tight end. I got you, and you got me too.
Rottnest's coastline is an island paradise of long white sandy beaches and tiny sheltered coves. Limestone reefs surround the island, sheltering the crystal clear water close to the beaches from any big waves. So no matter which direction the wind is blowing from, you can always find a calm, sheltered beach to explore.
I'm staring into your blue eyes. We don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
So, where are we off to?
I think we're at Geordie Bay right now. So we're going to head down towards Catherine Bay. And then we're going to go and get Gemma some Subway. So she stops being a hangry bear.
I've hardly eaten anything and I'm very hangry and Garth can't deal.
We went halves in a Portuguese tart and I'm pretty sure she got the bigger half. I'm positive.
I'm still fucking hangry. It was a small Portuguese tart.
It was delicious.
And I'm a hangry girl.
It was delicious. I'm the one that should be hangry because I got less than half.
We're in Little Parakeet Bay. That's all I can tell you about it. The treacherous reefs surrounding Rottnest Island have claimed many a ship over the past 200 years. Many of the shipwrecks lie in deep water hundreds of metres offshore, but the wreck of the Shark at Henrietta Rocks is easily accessible, sitting in just a few metres of water. Little Salmon Bay is one of the best beaches for swimming and snorkelling on the island. When we were there, we were lucky enough to swim with a dolphin who had managed to get himself stuck inside the reef. We kept our distance, but we got to swim alongside him quite a few times, and it's one experience we'll never forget. We've just arrived at Cape Flaminga. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Cape Flaminga. Let's just say it's Cape Flaminga. And here you're supposed to be able to see humpback whales and ospreys, but they also say that you can see seals. We are yet to see a seal, but we have seen quokkas. We have seen a dolphin. We were lucky enough to swim with a dolphin. We've seen, I think I saw an osprey. What else have we seen? We're seeing these...
A hangry bear.
Saw me before when I was freaking starving.
And a crow that stole your Subway cookies.
I know. I was eating my Subway while Garth went to the bathroom, sitting there alone, and this crow came up within this far from my face and stole my bag of Subway cookies. 2 cookies in the bag. Flew off. Bastard.
Unfortunately, the seals, no go, not this time, maybe next.
With a good level of fitness, exploring the island by bike is a fun and easy way to get around. An early Dutch visitor to the island mistook the marsupials for large rats when he arrived in 1696. He named the island Rottnest, which is Dutch for rat's nest, which was later adapted to Rottnest. Quokkas are herbivores who primarily feed at night, meaning they are mainly nocturnal. They eat leaves, stems, and bark of many plants in addition to grass. If necessary, they can survive for long periods of time without food or water by living off the fat stored in their tails. The quokka population on Rottnest Island is currently between 10 and 12,000, and with no cats or dogs on the island, snakes are the quokka's only predator. We've pretty much cycled all of the island now. So we're currently at a place called Jarico Bay, and this is like a general store which we came to this morning. So we rode sort of counterclockwise around the island until we got to here, and then went back through the main town, had sort of like morning tea, lunch at Subway, and then went all the way around the island. But I reckon we've probably cycled, what do you reckon, 30 Ks? Feels like 30. Yeah, we've probably ridden about 30 kilometres today, and we're both feeling it. We're both desperate for a drink, and I was desperate for sugar. But we're both happy now.
And what did we end up seeing after our last chat?
Yeah, so when we were at that point, Cape Vanderburg, looking for seals, couldn't find one. And then we saw, as we were getting back on our bikes, we saw whale spouts, blows, whatever you call them, those whale. So we ran back up because they had like binoculars. So we ran back up to have a look through the binoculars, and we saw a few more sprays, and then I saw a seal swimming out in the water. So I was trying to show Garth where it was, and he couldn't see it at first, and then he finally saw it. So we've seen seals, whales, dolphins, quokkas. I saw some form of sea eagle osprey thing, like a big bird.
Correction, we saw a seal, a whale, a dolphin, and quokkas.
Many quokkas.
1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the
Try
wall.
hard.
But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure.
So we just got back from Rottnest Island. We had such a good day. It was a long day because we are running off about 5 hours sleep. So we're both pretty tired. But my auntie and uncle live in Perth, so we're meeting my auntie for dinner at a place in Fremantle now. So we're going to head there now and fill up on some food and catch up and then sleep. So we will catch up with you soon.